This unit, for the grade 6s, we're doing weather systems.
The key skill that's assessed in science is their ability to understand weather symbols, talk about weather systems of high and low pressure, looking at air masses and their movement, and looking at the origin of these air masses and looking at the properties such as the humidity, temperature, and air pressure to then communicate from that data what weather would be like at a given location. The first assessment is a checkpoint pitch for a destination of Cape Town, South Africa.
Now we'd like you to come inside and see what our students are creating.
This is my pitch 1 presentation. In this, our destination was Cape Town, so we had to look at this map and decode it so that we know what kind of weather it will be once our client gets there.
Now you have the planet, right? And you have these air masses, warmer ones coming up and polar ones coming down.
At the end of the unit, the students will be junior meteorologists, where they'll learn how to predict weather changes based on the information that they've read from maps and other pieces of data.
We learned about if you look at my over here, we learned about high pressure systems over here and low pressure systems, fronts, and how they affect how the season affects the temperature and stuff.
They talked about what the front is and how it's made. They also told about what to do there. So I was wondering about how the front was really made, and then I understood how.
The main thing with pressure systems was that I didn't know if they moved or not, and also it's quite hard to tell if pressure systems move. So by the time the front has hit, which is after this map has taken screenshot, these are all real data, by the way, which is another interesting point. But after the front has I wasn't sure if it would still be low pressure or high pressure, but I figured it would still be low pressure because apparently fronts move at a lower speed.
Then we're taking those weather maps and applying it to something that they're familiar with travel. And so students are able to actually analyze how much emissions come from different vehicles to be able to make the greenest choice when they're traveling from place to place.
We have to decode it and then put a paragraph here about the fronts near Cape Town and the type of weather it will be. And we had to look at the choices to fly from Seoul to Cape Town. So we had to do the fastest choice, the cheapest choice, and the greenest choice. This was my fastest choice and my cheapest, and this was my greenest choice, which means it's the least polluted choice.
And this is where it goes with our sustainable development goals.
We became aware of how much pollution different vehicles cause. We looked for the greenest options to help us understand we can reduce pollution by making better travel decisions.
As we tie all of that together, we then build in on our main core values here at KIS.
The most important core value that we discussed in class was integrity. Integrity is being honest to the people that help you and try to focus on that work and not being disturbed by anything else.
And as they're working on these weather pitches, as they're compiling all this information, they're given a level of trust.
This helped me focus on my classwork whenever I got off track.
What they reflect on is how much information they're able to put by themselves within their own times and work with their own calendars to be able to create something successful for those people coming in to see their weather pitch.
So air sinks, you know how water evaporates, air grabs moisture.
They added a lot of travel waste, so maybe I would add more travel waste to my pitch.
I enjoyed hearing how there's different options to go there and back, and how they included the price and leaves and times.
For example, when I started this project, I didn't know that airplane causes the most pollution, but I found out that each gram of fuel burned makes 3.15 grams of carbon dioxide.
I found that most of the most sustainable and quickest methods would usually be taking a train to the biggest part of the country, and then taking a plane to where you would want to go.